Sagittarius, hi. So this is going to be a reading for January 30th through February 5th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. I just realized I'm very tight in here, and I think he just kind of realized that, because Asuka's right by my feet, but to such extent that I feel like I'm very limited in there where I keep my feet. So it's kind of like sleeping in this huge bed, and then with the smallest dog it still feels like I'm, oh man. Let's see what's going on, Saggy. He got up. I think he knows. The overall energy for the reading, the Justice card. Okay, so trying to gain a sense of balance here. That's always good. Okay. Woo, freedom. All right. Let's see here. In the recent past, the Hierophant, the Five of Cups, the Fool. Red flag, red flag, red flag. And there you are, still going for something. So there's something that you feel quite intense. You see some red flags to begin with, but you're like, I don't care, I'm gonna go for it. So you see it, it's right in front of you there. It's not like, oh, I didn't see it, I didn't know. It's there, it's showing up for you as something troublesome is showing up. And you're like, dismiss, let's go. Okay, he came back. And he's limiting me even more, because this time around he's actually sitting on my foot. Alright, in the current situation, the King of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, the Page of Cups. Okay, so there's something that's showing up here, quite interesting. It is showing up in the energy of love, possibly. It is showing up, you're showing up pretty stable in here. Kind of like this time around, you've got a solid ground here, and then bam, love shows up, or maybe love shows back up. I don't know. No, it's not that easy, and we'll see when we clarify what's up with this one, but we'll see. We'll just leave it like that for now. In the immediate future, the Eight of Wands, the Devil, the Five of Pentacles. Hui. Something quite toxic might come out in terms of words, conversations. I have no idea what it is. Something ugly, but it leads to, okay, goodbye, get out, I don't want to see you, goodbye. Or fuck off, based on how it's showing up here, who knows. But yeah, not great. Let's clarify, let's see what's up. Man, things switched there drastically. Let me do the Justice card, the Temperance card, the Nine of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune. I don't know what the hell is going on here yet. Even when I dig, I probably still won't have the full story, and I don't really care. I do see it tied up to another person. Now this talks about you and only you. You're trying to gain a sense of stability, a sense of independence, a sense of I'm okay with me, where I'm at, I'm doing fine. And I feel like for the most part, and I feel like you've been working on that for quite a while, for the most part, you can achieve that. There are times where things turn back around where you feel, no, I'm not fine. Anything but fine. There's no progress here. There's absolutely nothing good happening. There's nothing. I disagree, because the predominant energy is that of I'm fine. It's a matter of learning how to stay there, because I see you reaching that. The problem is you don't stay in there too long, you know, and when you fall in the other energy of I'm not fine, that soul drags you down, and it's at times, for some reason, it feels so comfortable to just sit in those lower energies and just be there, just there. There is no higher energy than this. So, as I said, the predominant one is not that of low energy, it's the other one. It's now you're probably having to start to learn how to sustain that, how to stay there longer than you are. You know what I mean? Because I see you reaching that, and you can't say, oh no, I'm never really feeling stable, and no. Yeah, you get there. You get there. You just have to stay there. Let me do that Hierophant in the recent past. The Ten of Wands, the Three of Swords, the Emperor. This felt hard from the get-go. This felt difficult from the beginning. Yes, it felt intense. Yes, it felt like, oh my God, there is no other connection like this in this world for me. It has that underlayer to it. But on top of that, there's a lot of heaviness, there's a lot of pain. You know? Let's do the Five of Cups. Oh no! Oh, how do I do that now? He just settled down. Okay, so I'll tell you what it is, and I'll figure it out after I'm finished with the reading. So that is a Two of Swords. I can't. Hold on. I don't want to wake him up, because then it's pretty hard for him to settle back down, even though he did it quite fast, but... I got it. Even without waking him up. Two of Swords. The Page of Pentacles is back up. The Page of Pentacles, so the Two of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. I see you're trying over and over and over again. The problem is, you're kind of showing me the same energy as you try. So it's kind of like, okay, let's try again. Okay, let's try again. Okay, let's try again. But nothing really changes every time you try again. I see you learning from the experience each time. I don't see any change to it every time you decide to try again. Let's do the Fool. The Ten of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Wands. Wait. This whole situation is misinterpreted, basically. There's something that you feel for the situation, which is valid. I see it here. It's okay. You feel that. And then what's happening on the surface, nothing to do with what you feel. Not that you went at this wrong, not that they did. It's just how the energies come together. They create something other than what you actually feel. And it creates contrast in between what you feel and what's actually happening. They have nothing to do with one another. They end up having nothing to do with one another. Where what you feel doesn't show up in the physical at all. Not because you're not showing it, but because of whatever dynamic is being created here, which is not matching with what you're showing me you feel about this. There's trying without changing. There's possible expectation here. There's pain. There's heaviness. Let me do the King of Pentacles in the current situation. The Page of Cups, the Justice card, the Three of Cups. Let me do the Three of Cups and then we'll talk about it. That's what I thought. For the Three of Cups, oh man, it's very hard to do these kinds of readings because it's very hard to explain them, how they show up. So for the Three of Cups, you get the Tower, the Magician, the Five of Swords. Still kind of on the same principle here of feeling something, when you put it into practice, kind of a disaster this time around. I feel like you're trying to get a sense of balance here for yourself would be, oh, if I go back to this and it works out because I have a lot of love for the situation. But when it's being put into practice, it's not looking great. Kind of looks like it all blows up in your face there. You know, the manifestations around it become deceptive. Everything becomes deceptive in this one. And it is big. Well, it is deceptive to begin with because there's one thing that you feel and that's not coming out in the same way because this dynamic is kind of transforming that into something else, and it's just not a match. And I hate to be the messenger for these kinds of energies, but that's how they're showing up. And I see the intention, I see the love, and all of that is pure and again valid 100% what you feel. Make sure you look at the reality of things too, because that really doesn't match what you're bringing to the table here. For the Page of Cups, you get the Five of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, the Judgment card. Yeah, I mean, same thing. It looks like it's done, but then someone tries again, and then, you know, there's all of that showing up again. So kind of like the same energy from the past there, where let's try again, let's try again, let's try again, let's try again. And again, nothing really changes because I see the energy playing out again in the same way. For the Eight of Wands in the immediate future, you get the Four of Swords, the Ten of Swords, the Star. Ooh, this is different. Okay, I didn't expect that. Okay. This is very different than what I've seen so far. So you're showing up in an energy of looking at the reality of whatever this is, almost like confronting the reality of wherever this is, accepting it, and really, really, really wanting to heal from it. And there is, with the Eight of Wands, there possibly some help here that you're getting for this. But that's the desire, which that never showed up here. Not in this way. Okay. Let me do the Devil in the immediate future. The Four of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, the Page of Swords. All right, so recognizing the unhealthy patterns to the situation where, I don't know if it's you, I don't know if it's them, I don't know, it could be the both of you. But someone is promising the world and showing up with a little village. You know, it could be also that you saw the potential of the world in them and you're realizing, hold on, this is just a little village, you know? Could be that too. I get the sense that it's more that than how someone shows up. You know, more your perception over it. You know, I thought they were this, but they're not really this. And I waited so much time for them to show up in this energy, but they don't have it. Interesting. Because that's someone tied up. That's something tied up to you. That's an energy tied up to you, that devil energy. It's almost like tied up to your perception. Let's do the Five of Pentacles in the immediate future. The Knight of Wands, the Hangman, the Four of Cups. Interesting, because I see kind of the same energy of let's try again, but it's dimming down. It's coming from another place. It's coming from almost done with this energy. Like someone's at the end of this energy right here, where they're looking like almost like they're not going to come back to this at all. It almost feels like one last attempt, but it's, you know, it doesn't have all of that drive in it. It doesn't, it's like, yeah, whatever. Let's try again, you know? It could be the desire to try again, because I see the Hangman coming into play more, which could tell me that you may stop yourself if it's coming on your side. Okay. So this immediate future situation talks a lot about the minute you decide what it is that you want out of this situation that seems to play off in the same way over and over and over again. The minute you decide exactly what you want for yourself and what you feel is good for you, all of the energy shifts towards healing for you. It's quite interesting. It's still a little bit of heavy energy, but at least it's healing. It's going in the direction of healing. Let me see what the universe has here. The final advice for this situation. The Six of Wands, the Two of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles. I get the sense that you're starting to see progress too. In the beginning, you're showing me there a sense of progress that you're achieving, but you're not staying there long. And when you switch from that place, again, you might be finding yourself, you know, in that low energy and saying to yourself, no, there's no progress, there's nothing. No, I feel like there is progress. And at times, the overthinking part that you're playing out in this kind of brushes that off as if, no, there is no progress here, you know? So as long as you're in your head about it, you're not going to see the progress, because the progress is here, definitely. And I see it clear, especially in the immediate future energies. And it also blocks you from acknowledging yourself through this, you know? So it almost feels like under this energy, you should be patting yourself and being like, good, Saggy, yay, let's go, let's do this, we can do this, and I'm great, and I'm doing it, and look at me, yeah. When you're overthinking it, you're like, Saggy, you could do a lot more. Come on now. And I'm telling you, there is progress. So you should be more in that energy of patting yourself on the back instead of doubting yourself and questioning. But I get why that energy is present still. You probably would be around here more in the patting yourself on the back energy rather than where you are now. But yeah, just so you know, if you don't want to be proud of yourself, then don't, but you should be, because there is progress here in this situation. Currently, if the energies that are showing up are actually being experienced on your side, yeah, you probably think there is no progress, but it's coming. It's just around the corner. It's a matter of that split second of you making up your mind. What the hell do I want from this? Is this good for me? Is this not? What am I looking for? You know? In terms of something that's healthy for me. And that flips everything around. So anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.